And we are back in Singapore. This city of skyscrapers is also one of the greenest cities in the world. Not a lot of people know that, but lots and lots of beautiful parks around as well. And here we are back in the indoor stadium and the order of play, and the next match coming up is women's singles. Sayaka Takahashi from Japan against GAO Fangjie of China. And the HSBC race to Guangzhou in the women's singles. As you can see, Tai Su-ying, the world #1, is heading the list. And we've had players in this tournament. Jindapo, she has definitely improved her ranking on that list as well. And here we got the women's singles draw. And you can see Sayaka Takahashi is #5 seed against GAO Fangjie, who is #7 seed. To me, this is a very interesting match, and a match I'm definitely looking forward to watch. Two players who play attacking badminton and exciting badminton, so who is going to be the winner of Singapore Open 2018? Time will tell us. And here we have Sayaka Takahashi walking onto court. She is presently ranked #18 in the world. On that World Tour Finals, HSBC to Guangzhou, she is #30. She's a left-hander and is playing a very nice, aggressive game. And here, her opponent from China, GAO Fangjie, very young player, just 19 years of age, and is presently #16 on that world ranking. And when it comes to the World Tour Finals in Guangzhou, she is #40. And the head-to-head between these two players is the first ever. We saw yesterday GAO Fangjie sort of showing a new side of herself. She could really play very aggressive, but also very deceptive, aggressive badminton. It was interesting to watch. And as we have the toss of the coin here.
This side. Service.
So GAO Fangjie, she chose ends. She won the toss and she chose to play the fast end first. The woman here in the picture, Takahashi, as we just saw before, has been quite high on that world ranking. As I remember, she's been up all the way to 11, but let's see as when the statistics are coming up. The profile here of GAO Fangjie, she's 19 years of age, 178. Her ranking at the moment is 16. And that's also her best ever ranking. That's on the 19th of July, just a few days ago. Her opponent, oh sorry, here we have of course the road to this final, and she really had to work very hard in that quarter-final and semi-final. Quarter-final against Chai Yan. It went the full distance, and not only the full distance, 24-22 in 70 minutes. And yesterday against Jindapo from Thailand, the #2 seeds again went 3 sets, 3 games, 21-15, 12-21, 21-14 in 66 minutes. And here, Sayaka Takahashi, 25 years of age, 168, ranked 18 in the world at the moment, and as I mentioned earlier, She has been as high as 11 on that world ranking, but that was 4 years ago, even a bit more than 4 years ago. That was in March 2014. She has been injured, been out of the game for a while, and really fighting hard here to get back into it, and she is doing so well. Her way to the final. She played 3 games in the quarterfinal against her compatriot from Japan, Minatsu Mitani. She won comfortably in the last 2, 21-13, 21-12 in 48 minutes. And the umpire of this match is Nordin of Malaysia. And Richard Ting of Singapore is the service judge. So doing the last stretching before getting ready for the match, and you can see GAO Fangjie is quite heavily strapped
on my right, GAO
on the 2
Fangjie,
ankles.
China. And on my left, Sayaka Takahashi, Japan. GAO Fangjie to serve. Level. Play. Service over. 1, love.
Well, I think we're in for a big treat. Takahashi's really good shots coming left-handed. She likes the attack. She really runs down the shots, and when she's on her game, she's pretty impressive. And then you have GAO Fangjie on the other side. Again, a great attack. She has more deceptive shots too, so I really think this could be a close battle.
Yes, as I said earlier, I'm really looking forward to it. If they can cut down on these easy mistakes, as we just saw here, GAO Fangjie, then this can be an awesome match. So Takahashi is taking an early lead here, 3-0 up.
3, love.
And both of them are used to playing. I mean, they've had the long matches here in this venue already. Yes, there is a little bit of drift coming from behind GAO, but still they should be confident playing.
Definitely. And one of the favorite shots from Takahashi here, the smash down the line from the around the head position. She favors a lot, attacking down the backhand side there of her opponent. Whether it's this one here down the line, and if it's from her forehand side, she favors to go cross as well.
Out the back.
Service over. 1, 4.
Force that one. It wasn't necessary right off.
2, 4.
Well, how I said they both should be able to play in here, but they're young, right? So they're just trying to.
Yeah, there's no doubt GAO Fangjie, she's just 19 years of age, but when it comes to Takahashi, she's actually 25 years of age. But yes, she's been out of the game for a while, and she's having this comeback situation. Now we have a challenge here on this one.
Takahashi challenges. Call out.
Yeah, the shot was called out, but Takahashi is challenging. is well out, yes. Not even close.
Challenge
So,
unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
As you can see, it's
4
unsuccessful,
all.
which means that
Play.
Takahashi has got one challenge remaining in this first game. It's constructed in a way that if you're successful, you will keep your challenge. If you're unsuccessful, you will lose it. You've got 2 in each game, so if you're losing 2 challenges, you've got no remaining.
And sometimes it's critical at the end of the game, so you have to think about it. If it's close, maybe sometimes you leave it to the end.
Yeah, you have to be quite clever and strategic about it, no doubt.
And sometimes you take it for a little break, little
Yeah.
towel down.
Yeah, if you've got 2 at the very end, maybe you can spare one to sort of regroup, so to speak.
6
I haven't seen one right down the middle and just say, oh yeah, can I have a call, please?
Yes. But I've seen a few.
Pretty obvious ones.
Yes,
yeah.
obvious ones. So Takahashi had a very good start, 4-1, but now she's down 6-1 and make that 7-1 now.
4.
So 6 points in a row for GAO Fangjie, the number 7 seed here in the tournament.
Service over. 5-7.
Oh, there it is, beautiful shot. The skies at the net, comes in nice and high. Watch her racket.
Service over.
Gao just holds it for the last second right here. Puts it to the net. And that time Takahashi goes down, straight down the line. One of her weapons from around the head.
Service over.
Short.
6-8.
You can hear the 2 coaches are very, very active behind the two players on the court. They are allowed to coach in between rallies, but not as and when the rallies are starting. So after a 7-4 lead to GAO Fangjie, is now all back level, 8-all.
Left out the side.
Yeah, we have a little bit too many easy mistakes. It's still not really settle into the rhythm, I think, these 2 players. It's 9-8 for Takahashi, but somehow they're still not in the zone, if you can say that.
Exactly. You usually see these long rallies from both of these players, and they're really giving away easy mistakes.
Good punch clear, good reply there.
Got it caught in the backhand, 2 in a row. So we just have to ask for the rallies.
And then we get them. But that was a good reply there by Takahashi, but this one was an even better reply by Gao. Try to have a look at this one here, really catching her opponent in that backhand corner.
Good hit. Goes cross. thought too much. Didn't go over.
今のでさ相手崩れてるからもう少ししっかり流すよ打つときそれか一回クロスに抜いちゃっても大丈夫
So how's your Japanese?
Yeah, not so good today.
Not so good today.
Tomorrow might be okay, I'll let you know.
Okay.
There's Eriko Hirosa.
Yeah.
A good singles player, no coaching for their squad.
Yeah, you mentioned yesterday she got to number 7 on the world ranking in women's singles. And she got to the final of the All England one year.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, very solid player.
Yeah. So GAO Fangjie played a really, really nice shot. Not this one here, but this one here. That cross slice did the trick. And she is 11-9 up. At the mid-game interval. Here we have the confirmation, 11-9 in 8 minutes, GAO Fangjie against Sayaka Takahashi.
20 seconds. Players on court. Sayaka.
So GAO Fangjie,
11-9.
she lost that crucial match against Thailand in the Uber Cup some 8 weeks ago, which meant that Thailand went on to the final and China had to go home, which was very unusual when it comes to Uber Cup.
Yes, China dominated for many years. 14 titles they won in Uber Cup. Uber Cup's a team event for the women.
Yeah, the World Championship.
World Championships, and a lot of people don't know Japan actually won six Uber Cups, so they're second after the 14.
Yeah, but the 5 other wins were before China actually entered the tournament.
Exactly, yes, yeah.
So in all fairness.
Yes, exactly, yeah. So before China was on the scene, they won 5 of them. And actually, a lot of people don't realize USA won 3 of them to start off. And Indonesia has 3 and Korea 1.
Yeah, back in the 40s and 50s, USA did really well in the women's game, and it was actually a popular game in the States at the time. It's very hard to think of today because the game is not that big today, to be very honest.
Not as big, but yes, a lot of the movie stars, Paul Newman, Walter Disney played, Shirley Temple, all of these older movie stars all loved badminton, and it was a very elite sport. So even in New York, you had people lining up to play badminton at lunchtimes.
Yeah, isn't that amazing to hear those names and then really interested in badminton? And I must say that in 1996 in Atlanta at the Olympics, I saw Paul Newman every single day watching badminton, and I was amazed.
He loved his badminton, really loved the race cars, and I was fortunate enough to play with him a few times badminton.
Yeah, I know that. That's amazing. You showed me pictures of it. I can't believe that.
I actually get goosebumps. He is such a nice gentleman. Unfortunately, we lost him a few years ago, but definitely a great sport. Loved his sports. Actually, he wanted to be known as an athlete and not an actor. So
Can you believe that?
Yes,
One of the most successful ever in acting.
Raised a lot of money too for charity. Just a wonderful person.
And as we're speaking here, GAO Fangjie is now leading 13-11.
没事啊，没事，清醒啊，清醒啊。
Yeah, that's going far out on that back line.
You know you have the wind against you right now. You can do that little extra push, but that's a low lift and sails out the back.
因为他控球没你好。
Yeah,
熬住啊，连贯，自己脚要动起来啊。
Good pressure there.
Yeah, and that's where I think the skills of Takahashi is letting her down. She's good when she's anticipating the shots right, and she's ready and prepared, and she can do really proper execution of it. But when it comes suddenly these surprises, then she's not so solid and tends to make quite a lot of mistakes on it.
Oh, just off the tape there.
Yeah, beautiful play. Really good play here by Takahashi. When we will see it in slow motion here, try to have a look at it. Beautiful play. Almost staying on that top of the tape.
Just sitting there.
Look at that. Just decided to go over.
Play.
Good play by Takahashi, but still trailing 2 points, 13-15.
Again, nice and high at the net. Oh, great cross court. Moves it nice and high.
50.
Nice and quick. Places it nicely.
连起来就行啊，后场要起来果断
Great
啊，
here, changes the angle.
没问题啊，跟着熬住。
Yeah, she's missed a few of those in the beginning here, so I'm sure she is delighted, as you can see, that this time it was a winner.
Oh, beautiful. Wow. Gao was nowhere near it, just standing there looking at it.
Yeah, but I liked she couldn't help smiling.
Yes,
you know, when you
exactly.
really get caught.
Oh, just hit the tape, that's why. Oh, I thought she went cross. Yeah, what can you do?
对角线打得好啊，
Yeah.
你自己的对角线啊，往前啊，
Play.
后场一点问题没有啊，哎，咬住。
Service over. 16.
Yeah, she can't go on playing these tight shots. First it was on the backhand side, and then it was the lift that took the top of the tape. And here, third time, it was on the forehand side, and it was just falling down on her own side this time. So 16-15 for GAO Fangjie.
Service over.
Make that 16 all. Two players who love to play attacking badminton, but so far it's been a little bit erratic from both sides.
Perfectly placed right in the corner. I wasn't sure that was going to say hello.
17. 16.
ここもう一本
And that's her great attack around the head that set that shot up. Really quick. She gets behind that one. Oh, this is one of her best shots. Smashes down this line. Comes in nice and quick and places it.
放远网抓推。
Big smash from Gao.
Service over. 17. 18.
次もう一回よじっくりよここ自分からね頑張れ自分から行こう
Oh, are the mistakes you were saying. On both sides, they're making these easy mistakes that normally they don't.
Yeah, they shouldn't make them, and you know, this kind of level, especially on the return of serves and so on, they must make sure to keep it in and keep some good pressure on their opponents. 18 all. And I think it's interesting here, try to have a look at this one here. Yesterday, when GAO Fangjie was playing Jindapol from Thailand, she was in a lot of trouble, especially on that shot. Today, she's choosing just to go to the back line. It seems like Takahashi can't really capitalize on it. Where yesterday, she made a lot of mistakes trying to stay in an attacking situation. And here, 2 game points have arrived for GAO Fangjie. 20-18 up.
别急啊，追节奏。
Oh, she saves one.
Yeah.
She skims the tape.
Once again. Once again. 1 game point saved, 19-20.
That was pretty high risk.
Very high risk in my book.
要果断啊！靠远网抓推。
Bad exchanges, puts it to the back. Ties it up. Takahashi. That was a mixture of both of the names together. Takahashi.
Yeah.
Puts it to the net there, really reaching. Well done. Ties it up at 20 apiece.
Don't worry, I do it all the time. It happens all the time. Even though we do our very, very best here. 20 all. 2 game points missed by GAO Fangjie. And suddenly, game point for Takahashi here, 21-20.
GAO's lift wasn't very good, and this time, Takahashi going cross. That's the time to do it, because she's been going straight so often.
Yes.
A good mix-up shot.
Very good. Cleverly played by the Japanese here. Game point.
Risky.
Yeah.
And she was caught anyway.
She was caught. I don't think she had an option there.
No.
She had to leave it. She's caught in this one. But it's really well left. Just out.
Yeah.
想一想啊，想一想。他都推你。
Good net exchange. High left to the back. Just out of reach though. But Takahashi puts it into the net. She knows she's lucky on that one. GAO Fangjie with a smile. Got away with it.
And now game point number 3 for GAO Fangjie of China in the yellow t-shirts.
Yeah, little luck on that one.
Yeah,
but you put away.
But you need the lock now and
Yes.
again, don't you? Game point 22-21.
Beautiful, very smart from Takahashi.
Yeah, it's called in, but GAO Fangjie is challenging it. So let's see, my feelings same as you. It is in.
Well, slow it down possibly a little bit here.
Yeah, but why not use it? I think she's got 2 challenges.
Takahashi's really trying to find. Oh, well in.
Yeah.
Really going on her backhand, trying to push her in the backhand there.
One challenge remaining. Service over.
So both players now got one challenge remaining, and it's 22-22 in this opening game.
Oh, great attack, cross court. It was a flat one though. Let's change the angles.
Service over. 23-22.
You could see her trying to cover her forehand, Takahashi. It's tough being a coach as well. Very nervous.
It's a lot more difficult to sit there.
I was going to say it's harder.
I can assure you. In many ways, you don't have an influence, and you just sit there and you work with the players day in and day out, and then you sit behind the court, and obviously you smile and laugh and cry with your players.
Match point or game point. Oh, saves another one.
Saved 4 so far. And back level here, 23-23.
Opens up the racket there, places it nicely to the net. There it is, out of reach.
Now we are starting to get these longer rallies.
That's away. Takahashi, nice and quick on the forehand. We've seen some dumps to the net. Just watch how she holds it. 21-shot rally. There it is. Snaps it to the corner. And game point for Sayaka Takahashi. Beautiful net shot, and that's game. Challenge at the net, and Takahashi comes out on top. She takes the first game 25-23.
Yeah, that's good play by Takahashi. She survived 4 game points in this opening game to take it 25-23, as Charmaine is saying. Well played, the last one there. That tumbling net shot, really well played. Not lifting it, but what a very, very perfect execution of that shot. This is what singles is all about, taking that control of the net. Well played by Takahashi. And here we got the confirmation, 25-23 in 26 minutes. Of course, Takahashi here in the picture, she played a very, very important part in the team of Yuba Cup. When Japan won the gold, she played the 3rd women's singles. And this year she has won the New Zealand Open, and she also won the Swiss Open. The lady here in the picture, GAO Fangjie, she got to the quarterfinals of the US Open, and then she made a very, very surprise entry into the final of China Open 2017 at the Super Series Premier. She lost to Akane Yamaguchi in 2 straight games, but on the way to that final, she beat Okuhara. However, Okuhara retired, but she beat PV Sindhu and she beat Carolina Marin on the way as well.
Second game.
Yeah, she does have the game to beat some of the top players for sure. She's sitting at the 3rd spot for China, but up and coming for sure. back. And ties it back up at 1 apiece.
Yeah, giving it a little bit more air, if you can say that. It's a higher, clear play to the baseline, and that's possibly what you have to do when you're playing at the fast end here. Well played by Takahashi. Can she adapt her game here in the second game? I think she's standing a very good chance. But this is something that she shouldn't do.
No. And we're talking about the drift. If you're just tuning in, the drift is now behind Takahashi. So it's faster going to the other side, to Gao's side. So you have to be careful if you're lifting a little bit more height, and Gao now can hit a little harder.
Yeah. And it's interesting, yesterday when Takahashi, she was playing Han Yui. She was also struggling in that first game. She was really under a lot of pressure. She was 13-7 down and 16-11 down before she got hop in gear and won 21-18.
She's struggled with some injuries, and that's why her ranking isn't as good, but I think she's a better player than that, and her Takahashi will be moving up.
Yeah, after this one, I think you pointed out yesterday that her ranking is only based on 9 tournaments. Is that correct?
I believe so, yes.
Two,
And it's divided by 10, so anything that you get, you shoot up the ranking. Beautiful placed. Yeah, just 9 tournaments. Well done, right into the corner.
Service over. 4-2.
You're able to play that fast clear now on that side. GAO Fangjie really pushing it, and that's what she does so well. She has a lot of power, so you're going to see these faster clears, I believe, and then trying to get on attack.
She's definitely on to a good start here, and must be concerning times for the coach, Hirose, as well. 5-2 for GAO Fangjie. Make it 6-2.
重点去推就行了。
There's that fast clear. That's what she can do so well on this side now. Really punch.
7-2.
Right here, uses her power across court.
Yeah, nowhere near going out. But very nice pressure shot here by the woman in the yellow t-shirt. 7-2 up now. Make it 8-2. What a good start for GAO Fangjie.
8-2.
Yeah, definitely more confident on this side. She can use her power now. Oh, that one just long, right thought, but just too much.
Service over. 3-8.
That time, Takahashi ready for that one. That was a poor clear. Gets her racket up. And here, way too low. Takahashi puts it away.
这手可以打点中路啊，打点中路都可以啊。啊，没事啊，重新再来啊。
5-8.
coach for China.
And as you can hear, once again, great activity behind the courts.
I mean, that's why they opened it up to coaching as well. Years ago, you weren't allowed to coach, but there were so many different languages around the venue. That one of the reasons is it's hard to say who's getting coached and who's not getting coached, so they opened it up.
Exactly. In the past, you could say, oh, really well played, and that could be considered as coaching you because they just didn't know your language. If, of course, coming from Denmark, it was so easy. It's just such a small language, and I think it was a clever move. That's called in.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over.
The challenge is unsuccessful. GAO Fangjie has got one challenge remaining in this second game. Takahashi to serve, 6-9.
Play.
So it seems like Takahashi is really shaking off that quite bad start. She was 8-2 down in this second game, but now just 2 points between the two players, 7-9. Make that 8-9, so just 1 point in it. Yeah, you can see Takahashi is really adding on the pressure, getting ready to serve very quickly, which means that she's trying to stress her opponent when it comes to not being able to regroup and think about things, and that's ball out as well. So suddenly 10-9 for Takahashi. Meaning she was 8-2 down and now 10-9 up. What a comeback here in that second game.
Another miss it.
Another miss it. 11-9 it is. Going into the mid-game interval here. Sayaka Takahashi, 11-9 up.
Just a little off on that and gets it to the floor.
Yeah, there's no reason why she should miss that one, but so it happens now and again. Try to look how taped Sayaka Takahashi is. Here we've got the confirmation, but it's left knee having that knee gap. I think, no, it's the right knee, then it's the left thigh, and then the two angles. So she's really strapped and taped. Yeah, here we have it, the right knee, the left thigh, and both angles are taped. I sense that's an important point.
It is, yes. Yeah. You just see GAO Fangjie too, kind of shaking her head the last few rallies, thinking, okay, I have to refocus and get these long rallies. I need one long rally to get back in.
Yeah, she definitely need that, and she's standing on the side where it's possible, so It's all about trying to get back into it here, get some long rallies going, get some confidence back, because she looks like she's lost a lot of confidence lately.
Yeah, you can see that in her body, the way she started the game. She was nice and confident, coming quickly to the net and using her racket, and right now it's just a bit off. She passed it over to Takahashi, I guess. I don't want it. You can take it.
I don't want it. Pass it on. No, it's a very tricky match here. 11-12 now, and it can go either way. Takahashi a bit unsure on that high serve. I think she did well by taking it.
Time she goes cross, she uses the straight one very often, so a good mix-up from Takahashi.
Service over. 13-11.
And she likes to go cross on her forehand quite a bit.
Yeah.
It's around the head that she goes straight.
Yes. So this is the mistakes that GAO Fangjie really have to cut down on. That return of serve is just too simple to get these kind of points again here. Also quite heavily strapped. Right thigh and the two ankles.
Trying to find the back corners. Get. Oh, what a net.
Yeah, that's short. That's very short. Oh, she's taking a great chance in that one. Of course, it's okay to go cross court. I have no problems with that. But trying to have a look at it when we see it again, it's so steep. She could have played that into the net. Trying to have a look at this. That is really a steep smash. No need for that. It was a bit risky, but she got away with it. 15-11 up.
Oh, good punch clear. Excellent mix up in the shots.
16-11.
Just holds it to the last fast clear.
Yeah, since being 8-2 down, she has really played well. Takahashi, she's kept it well together, not many mistakes. And now she's 16-11 up.
Just hit the line. Nice serve, mix up. Wide on that one.
17-11.
GAO Fangjie, just 19 years of age.
Yeah, she still had a lot of things to learn the ropes of the game when you play these international tournaments.
Exactly, puts it to the middle. Actually, I got to talk to her on the bus. Her English is quite good. She learns it in school, so I was talking to her a little bit, and very nice, always with a smile, even when she's down.
Yeah, well left. Good call by the linesman. 12-17. Can GAO Fangjie catch up here? High serve.
Too much.
Yeah, overdoing it. She's looking for the points.
Yes, instead of being patient and waiting for that opportunity. Trying to force it too much. Shinyan. Takahashi too good at the net.
Yeah, playing well, but often you see that last shot is missed. You know, you're pushing it out on the back line.
Yes, yeah.
And you can see she's really focusing on that one, making sure that she's not making a mistake. Look at that, she's really looking a second time on it before she hits it. And I think that's very, very important. 2 points away from victory here at the Singapore Open.
Nice hold, the sky shot.
Yeah, she missed it. Last time she played that shot, she missed it. But that was a lot more crucial time in the match. And now when I think she feels it slipping away from her, she's relaxing a bit, and suddenly that shot is coming good.
Can she come back? Not too much. That's out the side.
Yeah, it's worth a challenge, I think, from GAO Fangjie, and she is challenging, but chances are it's going out. But she can just as well use it on this one, I think. Yeah, it's going out.
Yes.
Unsuccessful.
No challenges remaining.
Which means she's got no challenges remaining in this second game. Should it go to 3 games, she will get 2 new ones.
Play.
That'll be a hard job to do. It's match point for Takahashi. High serve to the back. She saves one.
Service over. 14-20.
Clear to the back. Oh, it just hits a tape, and that's over.
Yeah, really well played here by Takahashi, saying thank you so much to Coach Hirose. Winning 25-23, 21-14 in 46 minutes against GAO Fangjie. She is happy, smiling all over, thanking all the spectators here in the magnificent indoor stadium in Singapore. A new Singapore Open champion, Sayaka Takahashi from Japan.
Yeah, she really dug deep. She made a few unforced errors, but really when it mattered, she did extremely well, getting on attack. Beautiful net shots to put it in there. Nice and controlled. Haha, just off the tape to win the match.
Yeah, very tight shot. The last one here just clipped the top of the tape. Impossible for GAO Fangjie to get that one back, and celebration on the other side. Just like yesterday, Sayaka Takahashi, she was struggling in that first game against Han Yui. She was 7-13 down, 11-16 down in that first game before she turned it all around and won 21-18. The same happened today. She was struggling, but made that first game 25-23.
Yeah, that was very important to get that first game under her belt, and then she had more confidence coming in. First time Japan has won the women's singles. Takahashi to take it.
Yes, and here we've got the confirmation, and we are ready for the on-court interview.
What an incredible match here for the women's singles. Joining me now, Sayaka Takahashi, congratulations. At the end of that first game, we thought it was going to go the distance, but you fought your way back, but it's not the first time. I mean, 2 years ago when you had the leg injury, you fought back, you decided to continue with the game. I mean, you know all about going against the grain and fighting back. How does it feel?
今回のゲームはとても接戦で、あと一度そのバドミントンを引退しようと思ったことがあるとおっしゃっていたのですが、今回のその優勝で何か気持ちの変化とかありますか？あとはどのように自分を立て直しましたか？
そうですね、オリンピックレースで2016年のリオデジャネイロオリンピックのレース中に膝を怪我して本当にバドミントンをやめようと思った時期もあったんですけど、やっぱり姉の影響もあってもう一回こういう舞台で強くなりたいっていう思いで一からまたやってきて、今回大きい大会で優勝したってことはこれからの自分の自信にもなりますし、それよりももっと今日勝てたことがすごい幸せに感じました。
So in 2016, during the Rio de Janeiro Olympic season, I injured my leg, and I had a will to retire badminton, but because of my sister's effort and I just made a fresh start by changing my mind, and I'm very glad to win the Singapore Open, and I could have confidence.
That confidence definitely showed on court. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for our women's singles champion, Sayaka Takahashi. We're going to get her to throw the ball, the shuttlecock out.
And we will go to the highlights in just a moment. And here we have it. At times, a very well-played match, wonderful rallies, very tight net play and so on. But at other times, we must say, a little bit too erratic.
Yeah, every once in a while the mistakes crept in, but definitely Takahashi at the end really pulled it off. Great attack, superb net, and just kept fighting.
Yeah, it's good to see a player coming back from injury the way she has done it. Been fighting back, as she said in that interview. 2 years ago she got injured, and now she's back in the top 20, maybe even the top 12 after this tournament.
Yeah, exactly. You build up your confidence. This is the first time Japan took the women's singles title, and look how much it means to her. Well done, back up there.
And here we have the draw. This is how they did it, how Takahashi got to the final and winning against GAO Fangjie of China 25, 23, 21, 14. And in just a moment, we are ready for the presentation. Going down to the floor.
Please welcome our winners. We'd like to invite our prize presenters, Ms. Kunying Patama Liswatrakul, President of the Badminton Association of Thailand and BWF Council member, and Mr. Chang Hok Wood, Deputy CEO of Sports Singapore. Ladies and gentlemen, our runner-up for the women's singles from China, GAO Fangjie. We'd like to invite Ms. Kunying Patama Liswatrakul to present the plaque. To present the check, we'd now like to invite Mr. Chang Hok Wood. Congratulations. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our champion of the women's singles from Japan, Sayaka Takahashi. To present the plaque, let us please invite Ms. Kunying Patama Liswatrakul. as we now take our group photo.
So we're watching these two players taking photographs for the whole world, and we are soon ready for the next match coming up. And as you can see, that's women's doubles, Sakuramoto and Takahata from Japan against Matsuyama and Shida, also from Japan.